going deep here, people. It is something about when you say to yourself, you know what, I'm not going to be strong, and so I'm going to let the troubles of my life and the past of my life get me into such a predicament that I'm not being at my fullest. So again, how can I be at my fullest if I don't know how to deal with myself? Going to be a wrestling match. Okay, I don't care how many Bibles you may read. I don't care how many books you may read. I don't care how much meditation you may have. There is a struggle with you that only you and God have to do on a regular basis. Okay, you can't do it by yourself, sir. You need God to say, "All right, God, I'm taking this issue, I'm taking this pain, and I'm bringing it before you." Why? Because I'm wrestling with me. Oh, come on, somebody. There's a wrestling match that we all have within. That, you know what? When we are in our feelings, oh, y'all don't like me today. When we are in our feelings, when we're in our emotions, we are not opening up ourselves to the will of God. We're opening ourselves to our own will, our own feelings. All right? Are you following me here? And so if I constantly doing the self-inventory, I'm making sure there's no gasoline around. Come on. I'm making sure there's nothing around that once the match is lit, it doesn't destroy me. And that's why so many people are so bound and so terrorized or tormented because they're not doing the self-inventory. They're not doing the self-evaluation. How are you going to be transparent with another person? You know, the opposite sex. How are you going to be transparent with them? You're not transparent to yourself. I don't get nobody. It's understanding I cannot be the best to my mate if I'm not the best to myself. Does that make sense about it? That makes sense to me. How can I be the best to my mate if I'm not the best to myself? Now, when I say the best to myself, I don't mean you're in the mirror 24 hours. Okay? I don't mean that you're doing all the cosmetic surgery. Okay? I'm talking about the internal, but walking in that power, right? Because we're saying overall, all right, I'm finally going to deal with me. I'm finally going to put myself on the altar. Oh, people are very, very good in putting everyone else on the altar but themselves. Yeah, all right. Everyone's on the altar but you. That has to change so badly. Why? Because if you listen, if you don't make that change on a regular basis, then you'll find yourself in a bad state of mind. But when's the last time you put a post on you? Oh my God. You say, all right, God, this is what I need to work on. These are my the secret things that are in my life that has to be worked on. Do you understand that? When you see that on a regular basis is when you'll start to grow spiritually. Okay? Again, this is about you dealing with you. You got to empty those things out. Hebrews says, lay aside every weight and sin that so easily what? Besets you. So once the emptying is done, now God can take that word of God and do a cabbage check to make sure there's no cancerous, all those things that can block you and jack you up down the road. Empty of ourselves so that God can do the work. All right. I know some of y'all don't believe this, but there are things within you that you got to do.